What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's that time of year again. The snow is falling, the holidays are coming up, and believe it or not, leg is back on my nuts. Now, you may notice that this video is being published on a second channel instead of my main, and the simple reason for this is that, at this point, leg is just desperately trying to get as much attention from me as he can. And he really doesn't bring anything up in his video that I haven't already debunked on my main channel. So, I'm not just going to sit here and, beat a dead horse. Also, I know a lot of you guys are understandably just tired of all this shit and could give less of a fuck. So I'm just not going to keep, repeatedly shoving it in your face. Like, if you actually want to see my points, here they are, right here. And if you don't, then feel free to leave. Like, I understand. This shit is fucking annoying at this point. It's really overdone. Okay, so a couple of days ago, our boy Leg made his, I think, 5th exposed video on me, but this time, instead of uploading the video to the Leg channel, whose audience I've already, exposed to all of his lies, he has decided to now go on to the Void channel, where a lot of the subscribers, still really have no idea that any of this even happened. All right, so now, keep in mind that ever since this happened, I have been unable to communicate with the people on the Void channel at all, since, obviously my access got removed. So a lot of them really have, like, no idea what is going on. So, to be honest, I didn't even really want to make a video responding to, like, Leg's continued lies and bullshit. But the thing that really ticked me off about it is that now he's trying to come for KSI, saying that it's his fault that his YouTube career is ruined, which is just complete and utter bullshit. I mean, KSI is literally the reason that we even have a career in the first place. Like, most of our subscribers on that Void channel legitimately came from KSI shouting us out. So, like, if you really want to blame him and make him look like some sort of idiot, like, that really pisses me off. So I'm just going to quickly go through and pretty much invalidate for, like, the 20th consecutive time everything that Leg said in his new video. Now, before we get into anything, I'm just going to give a really quick, Spark Notes catch-up for anybody who's confused with what's going on or out of the loop. So basically, me and this individual Leg were at a point 50-50 co-owners of 2 YouTube channels. One was called Void, and one was called PACKGOD Leg. That PACKGOD Leg channel is now just called Leg, which he switched it to when he stole it. So one night while I was sleeping, with no warning, no communication, Leg had just gone and switched the passwords on both of our YouTube channels, our Spotify, our SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, etc., etc. He kicked me out of our Discord server that we both ran together as owners, and so basically, I was just left to start at ground zero with no platform to defend myself. And from, that point, I've been diligently working my ass off to get to where I am now. But that's, like, the whole premise of the story, and the reason that all this drama had actually occurred in the first place. Now, if you go to my channel, I have more videos that go much more in depth into this, so if you, like, actually really care and want to see more specifically what I'm talking about here, feel free to check those out. So prior to going into Leg's new video titled KSI Ruined My YouTube Career, I would like to quickly play a clip from Leg's second video he made about me on his channel that was originally called My Final Response to PACKGOD, in which he basically says that trying to expose each other is just a childish waste of time, and from this point going forward, no matter what I say, he's gonna no longer give me any attention and be the bigger man. So I'm just gonna roll that real quick.
So if PACKGOD decides to make 50 other exposed videos about me saying, Leg did this, Leg's doing this is a lie, I'm not going to continue to respond to it because he's trying to build his new channel and his new career off of this drama. Are you guys not seeing this? Every video he posts about this drama goes viral. That's why he wants to keep making videos. He wants to keep building his career. That's why he's trying to, it's all a plot. You guys are not seeing it. Guys, I understand this entire situation could have been handled better on both sides. I'll admit fault. There are some things I could have done better, but I guarantee you PACKGOD won't admit that. It is so immature for 2 old friends to keep publicly outing each other on the internet. What is that going to solve? Really, what is that going to solve? PACKGOD points the finger at me. I point the finger at PACKGOD. PACKGOD points it back at me. You guys are just going to keep going back and forth. What is this going to solve? When is it going to end?
Just to start out, I really hope you can see how disingenuous this individual is, that, after making this claim, he just completely lies, backpedals, and then continues to drop 2 more exposed videos on me, incessantly trying to slander my name, all the while I'm not even responding to him. So I'm not even giving him attention anymore because I already disproved what he said, and he's still just making exposed videos to try to gain relevance, after that whole monologue, which is just insane. All right, so with that out of the way, Let's get right into the bullshit. So, the video starts with him showing his DMs with KSI, which I find funny because keep in mind, I have never actually been able to talk to KSI up to this point because my only contact with him was through our Twitter, which Legs stole, right? So he has the only power to actually talk to him at this point. So with this in mind, he proceeds to send a legitimately a one-sided essay just repeating the same lines that I've already debunked over and over again, to KSI's Twitter DMs, and even with no way to defend myself or prove to KSI that the things he claims are fraudulent, JJ still tells him that quote unquote, but you messed up by cutting him out of the channel completely. You had no right to do that. And I find it funny that in his video he just quickly scrolled past that as if somebody wouldn't see. So even with trying to lie and manipulate KSI in his Twitter DMs, you've still managed to completely fail to convince him that you're in the right. And the reason is that Leg, no matter how much shit you want to pull out of your ass, nothing can justify you stealing the 3 years of work that I've done and lying to people that I could contact you, all the while giving me no way to actually reach out, and you trying to paint the picture like we just parted ways, when indeed you just fucked me out of everything in the middle of the night. And that's why, KSI ended up shouting out my channel, because unlike you, KSI has morals, and he saw that an injustice had clearly occurred. Leg then goes on to say that
painted a narrative that I'm wrong and that you're siding with PACKGOD. And when I tried to explain this to you, you left me on red. And I'm not gonna lie, that hurt a little bit.
Bro, cry me a river. He left you on fucking red because he can see through your manipulative bullshit, and as suggested by his previous message, he clearly thinks that you're at fault for removing me from the channels. Also, why are you telling everybody that KSI told people to unsubscribe from you when he legit never said that? All he said was to subscribe to me because he felt bad that I had lost everything. Why are you just blatantly lying?
My intention since the beginning of the controversy was literally just to separate myself because I don't want to be involved with him anymore and have my name tied to someone like that, and just allow us to succeed in our own lanes.
This is where you're just horribly confused, Leg. So you wanting to separate yourself from me and work alone is completely fine, and no one will ever force you to work with me. But if that's what you really wanted, you need to tell me. You need to call me, and together in private, we could have figured out how we would split everything up and then properly go our separate ways. You just stealing everything without even giving me any sort of heads up was the absolute worst and most despicable way in which you could have handled this. Also, don't say that you wanted us to succeed in our own lanes after taking everything from me and refusing to let me to use either channel to defend myself while you just sat there posting videos slandering me to my fans while I had to just sit there and hopelessly watch, which, by the way, fucking sucks a lot.
PACKGOD, many people have confronted you about your girlfriend's age. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's always been strange to me. I mean, you started dating a 16-year-old girl online when you're a 19-year-old dude in college. Do you not see how concerning this is? And I mean, dude, I've literally talked to you about this, but you never seem to care.
Okay, so this is the part of the video where any hope I had left in Leg having some sort of moral compass just falls out of sight. So basically, he begins to try and insinuate to people that I'm some sort of predator because my girlfriend is 17 and I'm 20. Okay, first off, all right? This is true. My girlfriend is 17 and she turns 18 in 4 months. But what you fail to understand is that me and my girlfriend are both in college, and where we live, the legal age of consent is 16. So this shit is by no means abnormal. Our relationship is 100% legal. It is 100% consensual, and both her parents and my parents are very supportive of it. In fact, I will literally, for you, call her mother right now, get her own mom on the phone, just so she can confirm this to you for herself. Hello? Hi?
Hi.
Hi, I was just wondering if I could, talk to your mom really quickly. I'm just recording a video, just responding to some of the things that, Leg has been saying about our relationship. I was wondering if I could just talk to your mom real quickly to just, clear some stuff up.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, awesome. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, Eli. I'm good. How
Hi.
about you?
I'm doing great. So, basically, as you may know, some individuals on the internet are trying to claim that me and Maya have some sort of predatory relationship. And I just wanted to confirm with you that, one, you and her father are both, okay with this relationship, and that it's not some sort of toxic predatory thing. And that also, where we live, it's 100% legal.
Yeah, of course. But her dad knows about your relationship. I'm aware. We're both really happy with it. It's a healthy relationship. And yeah, no, we're living here. It's absolutely legal, of course.
All right, and I appreciate it so much, and also I just wanted to know, just to make sure you consent for me to use this recording in a video.
Yeah, we do. Go ahead with it.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Okay, thanks, Eli. Have
All
a
right.
good rest of the day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Here is where it gets even worse. Bro, you have never once approached me in any manner and said that you are uncomfortable with our relationship. Please, I beg of you, to show just one piece of evidence of you coming to me and saying that you are not okay with this. But I know you can't, because in reality, you actually didn't give a fuck. In fact, when someone was trying to talk shit to my girlfriend, you literally said in your DMs to her that there is nothing wrong with our relationship and that you don't actually think I'm a predator. Here, look at this. You've also time and time again told me you don't care about our relationship, and I'd be able to show that to you if you didn't go through and delete all of our personal DMs over the last 3 years, right? You then go on to say that I've been, constantly lying about her age, but the only proof you show is a screenshot of a group chat with no context where I was talking to your butt buddy Hans and I was trolling him and saying shit to make him get pissed off because he kept saying that he was gonna ruin my life and that my life was over and that, it's all done for me, right? And if you literally just scrolled up in that convo, I'm pretty sure you will reach the point where he literally said that I was like 47 or some shit. It was a literal Discord chat with me and Hans where I was trolling him to piss him off. You completely took it out of context. 100%.
Listen, I can only speak for myself, but I know I was not the only other adult in that Airbnb that felt uncomfortable with some of the gestures and things and acts you guys were taking part in.
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? What gestures or acts are you talking about, dude? Like, how do you go on to say, now listen, I can only speak for myself, then proceed to try and insinuate that everybody was uncomfortable with her being there, which is yet again a complete lie. Like, how do you say I'm going to speak for myself and then just go and try to speak for other people? Like, what? The Airbnb that was rented by me, you, and our friend PACKGOD Drip, when we did that, everybody mutually agreed that it was okay if Maya had come. You even at one point had a girl that you met on Discord travel from Pennsylvania on a 5-hour train to come see you while you were there for a day. Also, you forget to mention that PACKGOD Drip, the guy who also bought the Airbnb with us, is 17. So your lies don't even remotely make any sense. If you were so uncomfortable with her coming, then why did you agree for her to come in the first place and still show up? If it was such a conflict of interest, you didn't have to go. Bro, you could have just said, I don't want to do this, this is not right to me, and just not shown up. So you willingly coming and doing it makes literally no fucking sense. You literally paid for part of the Airbnb.
But just in general, apart from that trip, many of our friends, and including myself, have told you we've been uncomfortable and we have not liked certain things, but this never stopped you and you never seemed to care at all. And
again, you are just blatantly lying. You've still yet to approach me in any manner and say you are not okay with my relationship. Like, if you did, show people proof. Show people the message where you said, yo, PACKGOD, this is not right. It never happened. You're just lying.
hey, to be honest, your relationship is none of my business. So if you're happy, go ahead.
Seriously, how are you gonna sit here and say that my relationship is none of your business after talking about it for the last 8 minutes? Like, dude, do you even pay attention to the words that are coming out of your mouth?
That was one of my #1 reasons to split, bro. Like, you were just mad weird for that.
Let me understand something. Me having a legal relationship and you having no problem with it was one of the main reasons you decided to steal the channels from me? Bro, you are so full of shit. If that's the case, why in your past 4 exposed videos have you not brought that up at all? Oh yeah, because it's a fucking lie. Just at the point where you're so desperate that you're willing to lie about me being a predator for your own gain. Even in your second exposed video, you literally said that you don't think that I'm a predator. Jay, to randomly justify making false pedo allegations, brings up a clip.
PACKGOD, I have not a single time called you racist, called you a pedophile, or allowed anyone to do that. I can't control what anyone else does with their life. I can only control myself.
Leg, you're right. And now after getting backlash, you're willingly ready to start falsely calling me a predator. Also, you're constantly just deviating around the only relevant point here, which is that you stole all the channels for yourself. How does my private relationship have anything to do with this? You're simply trying to defame my character rather than providing a justified reason for what you have done. And the most ironic part of all of this is while you're over here lying implying that I'm harming this girl. I'm on the phone with her trying to help her as she's having anxiety attacks from you constantly talking and spreading misinformation about her and showing her Instagram to everybody. This shit is just so damn disgusting. So another point I want to just quickly bring up is that at this point in the video, he's claiming that I had intentionally doxed him in some sort of malicious way, when in reality, what actually happened was while I was streaming, I didn't realize that the email had within it both of our names and emails attached. So I literally had accidentally shown both of our names in both of our emails. So like, as you can see, one of these names and one of these emails was mine, and one of these names and one of these emails was his. So it pretty much equally fucked me just as him, right? So for him to try to say that this was some sort of malicious, attempt of me going out of my way to spread his information when I also fucking leaked my email and name too, just makes absolutely no sense. And he knows that I also leaked my name, but he's just intentionally not telling anybody that, because then it just ruins his whole argument that it was like a malicious thing I did. Also, right after I made this mistake, I had gone on stream and just publicly, openly apologized for this and said it was fuck up. It was a mistake. I didn't realize that information was there. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that real quick. He then goes on to talk about me not suing him and our MCN agreement, and I'll just make this brief for clarity. So at first, I was legitimately pursuing legal action against Leg for intellectual property theft. However, I realized after seeing that it would cost me an upwards of $15,000 to $20,000, and that I have the actual ability to promote my own channel to even greater heights than what ours ever was, the lawsuit just seemed pointless to me. Also, Leg, the significance of me and you signing that 50-50 agreement with the MCN is that in court, I could use it to leverage to prove to the judge that I was in fact a major part of these channels and that I did have a legal right to the content that was published on them.
And honestly, it's gotten to the point where you're just lying about everything now. You're telling people you wrote every diss track on the Void channel. You're telling people you carried the channel. You did everything. So did I do nothing?
Listen, let me just start by saying that it's not just a coincidence that since I have been removed from the channel, the production of diss tracks on Void have just abruptly stopped. In the 3-month time span that you've stolen this channel, I have posted nearly 20 videos, while you have literally done nothing but make videos about me and then release one song that you had pre-recorded prior to this beef happening. It's been 3 months and you've just sat there and let the channels die because you have no fucking work ethic. I'm in college with assignments and essays up my ass at all times, and I'm still managing to consistently upload on my channel. Now, as for the diss tracks, I never thought that I would actually have to do this, but at this point, I genuinely just don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna now go through every single Google document in which I had originally wrote these songs for Void and show proof with my edit history in sync with the relevant time frame logged prior to the songs being posted that I in fact was fucking ghostwriting all of these songs, giving you your bars to rap. So now, because Leg wants to say that I'm lying about writing these diss tracks, I'm going to go through the actual, Google Docs and show you the progression of me writing them. So, for example, this was for the Vladimir Putin diss track, this one right here. This is, you can see the progression. I started on March 1st, and, when I write these diss tracks first, I just write notes, and then eventually, it continues to build. So I'm writing, and then when I'm done writing, what I do is I send Legs his bars, and then he, raps them, right? So that's the process. Like, for example, this was the Jake Paul diss track part 2, this one right here. This is when I started it. I started it November 26, 2020, nothing, and, slowly building notes, just progressively writing the whole thing. I wrote all the parts. So the first part, second part, the whole thing. I wrote the whole thing, right? When I'm done, I took this first half of the diss track, copied it, sent it to Leg, and then wrapped the second half. I can just keep going. 2020, diss track, started here, slowly progressing. As you guys can see, this is just how I'm writing these diss tracks. I start with a list of ideas and then slowly just build. So yeah, keep building. This was the TikTok diss track. Once again, this is the progression. And if you guys want to check, all of these times are all before the videos got posted. So this is August 29, 2020. This is when I'm actually writing these diss tracks. This was the Tony Lopez one. As you can see, I'm just writing this whole track. This was the K-pop diss track with Keemstar. I mean, yeah, obviously I kind of wrote Keemstar's bars too, but I wrote this whole song. All the edited history, it's all here. I have access to all of it, all the way from the very beginning with the relevant time frames. James Charles diss track started here, progressed. I mean, I could just literally go through every single one. We got the K-pop. This was the K-pop stands part 2 diss track. Just all the way from the bottom up with the relevant dates. I mean, I just can just keep going. This was the Bryce Hall diss track that KSI had shouted out. This one right here. 11/2, May 28th, nothing. Started writing it. Once again, like I said, when I was done writing it, what I would do is I would copy and paste the bars, bold them for Leg, and send them to Leg. So here you literally see me bolding the bars and then sending it to him. Dream Stands diss track, right here. Dream Stands diss track, that one. Hold up, let me just pull up the edit history. Sorry about that. As you can see, once again, all from nothing. And if you even listen to this diss track, it's literally just me rapping. So, I mean, I don't even know why I have to show this, but yeah, it's so I'm just doing this, Rice Gum diss track. This is, this one that KSI also shouted out. We've got all the way back to July 3rd, 2021. Nothing. As you can see, I'm looking for beats. I'm slowly progressing, and yeah, I think you guys get the point. If you want, I could make maybe a catalog of me doing this with every single song. I know there's a lot. It's going to take a really long time to go through, but I have all the original documents. I have the history of me writing every single one of these songs. So like, just think about for a second, like how I felt after ghostwriting all these songs for this channel, like literally doing all the fucking work, and then this guy just steals it from me. Like, just think about how that feels. Like, and then he steals it from me and then tries to shit all over me after just doing so much fucking work for this dude. It's so insane, man. It's so insane. And that's why ever since you've kicked me, there's been no diss tracks on that fucking channel, because you can't fucking do it yourself. That's why I've already made, 4 diss tracks I think I've posted since you've kicked me, and you've literally done nothing. So I just wanted to reiterate that point, and yeah, thanks.
And as much as a liar and manipulator and scammer that he is, he deserves to be paid for his work that he's done. I agree with that, so that's why I'm cool with it as well.
This is quite possibly one of the hardest parts of your video for me to fathom. Sitting here just openly lying that you've been paying me when for the past 2 months I have been incessantly in your DMs asking you to pay me what you owe me from Spotify, what you owe me for the revenue generated by my own songs. Yes, songs on our Spotify such as Pack 808, Bummer Time, Letterman, Chanel Cologne, songs that I have wrote, produced, and published by myself, put on our Spotify that are generating revenue. Just look at these messages. So as you can see here, this is me and Legs DM. So on 10/03/2022, he actually, believe it or not, actually messaged me for the first time trying to get me to fucking box him. Which is just crazy. And then on 11/16, I had said, yo, am I going to get the Spotify check? Because I hadn't been paid for months. It's now, December, and I haven't been paid for any revenue generated since October. So I said, yo, am I going to get a Spotify check? He said, yeah. I said, did you get paid for October? He says, I haven't opened in ages. I'll send your cut later. I'm finishing that Sunflower song. If you want your verse on it, let AV know. I don't know why the fuck he'd think I want to get on that song with him. But then that was 11/16, right? So on 11/25, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you said you'll send your cut later, like 9 days ago. Then on 11/27, I'm like, what the fuck? Then on 11/28, he said, I'll send sometime this week, everything until now. Now, fast forward, we're now at December 1st, and I'm like, what's up? December 5th, I'm still saying question mark from when he said I'll send sometime this week, which was like over a month ago. And my response to asking when I would get the money is, fuck off, you will get it when you get it. And then I said, you said you would send it 20 days ago, and it takes 1 minute to do a bank transfer. I need this money. Ignored. We're now at 12:08. Can you send it now? Ignored. We're now at 12:09. Hello. Ignored. We're now at 12:12. Why are you ignoring me? If you're not going to pay me, just tell me. You're the one who said you would pay me at the end of every month. You'll be paid by this Friday. I'm boarding a flight now. Fast forward to this Friday, 12/17. I'm still waiting to get paid. And 12/18, I said hello. And so, yeah, so it's been like almost 3 months now of me just waiting for him to get paid, waiting for me to get paid from him. He's full of shit. You know, it starts to make sense now how he was just scamming all these editors, because he's literally just a liar and a scammer. I mean, he's literally just scamming me. This is money that's being generated from my own songs that I created and uploaded that he's just not paying me and keeping for himself. So, yeah. You are legitimately refusing to pay me for my own music and then lying that you are. Like, dude, how do you think that you can just get away with this? I'm just struggling to understand. Just gonna quickly address what he said about the swatting shit. Bro, you literally acknowledge, and I have already proven on my channel in the video titled My Family is Being Attacked, that your best friend and the co-owner of your Discord server swatted my family. If you're in a beef with someone and their best friend swats you, of course it's gonna look bad on you. And even after I expose this person for what he did, you are still friends with him and even go on fucking Instagram live with him all the time.
Faded for real. I'm just getting mad geeked. I'm fucking right, it's not back. Yeah. What happened?
I said I just got back from the gym.
If you had any actual remorse for what happened and no ill will towards me, why the fuck would you still be best friends with the person who has literally been proven to illegally get my family swatted? Now we're gonna move on to the Jidion shit, which, God, I think I've already talked about 1,000 times. And, you know, if you want an in-depth explanation already there with the proof, go to my video, The Truth About Leg, and go to this timestamp. So let me just reiterate. I did not scam fucking Jidion, and Jidion never even paid me $3,000. I had been told by his Discord mods that I was allowed to stream when I had entered the talent show, and for the first 4 rounds, I only advanced through the show because the judges were voting. Jidion and Sneeko were judging, and they had chosen me. They selected me to move on through each round. It had nothing to do with the audience. Only in the final round he did a poll, and when he did, I literally said to my stream, verbatim, "Don't just vote for me, choose whoever you think actually won." And I proceeded to still win because this was the same event where I had that extremely viral clip of me packing Sneeko and everybody fucking loved it. That's how I won that talent show, when I packed Sneeko. And I could show everybody me saying this to the chat, telling them not to vote for me, telling them to vote for whoever actually won, if Leg would be unwilling to unprivate the stream of me in the talent show and let me. Right, he is literally hiding the evidence, and I can't show you because he kicked me out of the fucking channel and privated the stream. It's all there. He knows it's there. It's just sitting there. And if he would let me, I could unprivate it and show you that, right? So what actually happened is after I had won the talent show, my Wi-Fi had gone out, and while I was not in the Discord VC anymore, Jidion just said, okay, we'll just give it to Patrick since he got second place. Someone in the competition also told Jidion that I was streaming, so he was like, all right, okay, whatever, give it to Patrick, right? Then he proceeded to not even pay Patrick the money he owed them, so after a couple days, Patrick hit me up, and together, we talked to Jidion behind the scenes, and we all mutually agreed that we would split the prize money 50-50, between me and Patrick, since Jidion didn't realize that his mods told me I can stream. And Jidion even said in our Twitter DMs that none of this even fucking mattered, because regardless of the vote, he would have chose me to win anyways. A statement that I cannot show you because it was sent through the old Void Twitter, the Twitter that Leg stole from me, and is purposely only screenshotting little parts of their conversation and not showing the full dialogue with Jidion. Leg, show the audience all of the Twitter messages with our Twitter and Jidion when I was communicating with them, right? And they will literally see that what I'm saying is true, and all of this would go away. Why are you fucking hiding this and just willingly lying and defaming me?
I would also like to note that all of these editors that I apparently scammed have to this day been paid, but the people that PACKGOD has scammed and I presented evidence in my video have still not been paid.
So this is one of the last things Leg goes on to mention. Bro, I exposed you for scamming 4 different editors with proof that I even showed. I showed all of the DMs of you scamming them, right? And in your second response video, you literally admitted yourself to scamming them with the excuse that, okay, well, guys, I didn't pay them because I'm just horrible at reading messages and, you know, remembering to pay people, which everyone in the comment section continually grilled you for. Also, you said the scams that you did were for no more than $15 when Somber and Jean were both scammed by you for $100. And then you proceed to try and say that I scammed 2 girls for what, $15, while literally showing no fucking proof. Nothing. You have shown no proof that I scammed these 2 fucking girls that you have gotten into your call. I did not scam those girls at all. No, I did not. Show me proof that I did it. I showed you proof of every single person you scammed. Extensive proof. You have shown nothing. You have shown nothing. I can't believe that you got Han's e-girlfriend to go into a Discord VC and just say blatantly that I'm a scammer with no evidence and think that people would actually just believe it. Like, how stupid do you think the viewers are?
Another thing I wanted to add that I feel like a lot of people still don't know about is I explained this in my first video. I created the Void brand and channel way before I met PACKGOD. I had around 15,000 subscribers.
So you had said in your video that prior to me joining you and making the first diss track on the Void channel, you had already had 15,000 subscribers, which is just a blatant fucking lie, and you know it. So if you guys see, the Pokimane diss track was made, this was the first diss track we actually ever made. This was made August 3rd, 2020. So in the very beginning of August. Now, if we go look at the Social Blade stats for the Void channel, here we see the total subscribers monthly. In July, the channel had 4,650, and then in August, the channel had 6,800. So when we first made the Pokimane diss track, and to be honest, this is the end of August, so this would already been, so this is all the subscribers we gained after. So this is the end. Okay, hold up. So this is the end of July, right? So at the end of the July, we had 4,650. We posted that August 3rd. So the channel would roughly have around 5,000 subscribers according to the statistic. So once again, you are blatantly just lying. So all in all, Leg, KSI did not ruin your career. You ruined your career by being a self-absorbed, greedy asshole. There's nothing else I gotta say. Peace out.